Hi, in today's lesson we'll be covering Hallelujah, written by Leonard Cohen. The first version I heard was by Jeff Buckley on the album Grace, and it absolutely blew me away. It's been one of my all-time favourite songs ever since then. It's a real joy to play on guitar. It's a beautiful song to sing along to if you choose to do that too. Let's go and have some fun. This song has 5 chords in the verse. C, A minor, you've got an F. In this case today we'll be doing the F major 7 and a G and an E7. Now this song's in 6/8, which means there are 6 beats per bar. To keep the rhythm straightforward for beginner learning, we're going to be playing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on each chord or pair of chord changes. We start on the C chord, the picking pattern for the C chord. Thumb on the A string, first finger on the D string, middle finger on the G string, ring finger on the B string, back up to the middle finger on the G string and the first finger on the D string. Practice using these fingers if you can. Keep the thumb and the fingers as close to the strings as possible. In the beginning, everything will be way far from the strings than you want it to be. But as you refine that movement, you will be able to keep your fingers close to the strings. So just repeat this pattern on the C chord to get your fingers used to being controlled and even. Use that practice principle for each chord that you do today. The second chord is the A minor chords. We do exactly the same picking pattern. It's the same strings, the middle 4 strings on the guitar. Then we go back to the C chord. Middle 4 strings, same picking pattern. Back to the A minor chords. Now the 4th chord in is the F. So we're playing the F major 7 today to keep it a little bit more straightforward. The thumb will come down to the D string. The first finger on the G string, middle finger B string, ring finger high E string. And again we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We then go to the G chord, move our thumb back up to the E string, and all of our fingers come up 1 string. So we're doing thumb on the E, first finger on the D, middle finger on the G, ring finger on the B. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we go back to the C chord, back to the middle 4 strings. Back to the G chord, back to the C. This next point we're playing F, so we're moving down to the fingers we used for the F chord before, but we're only going to play 1, 2, 3. So thumb, first finger, middle finger, and then jump to the G chord. Thumb up to the top, thumb on the E, first finger on the G, middle finger on the B. 1, 2, 3. Back to the A minor for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Back to the F, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. G. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, E7, same strings as the G chord, so E string with the thumb, D string with the first finger, G string with the middle finger, B string with the ring finger. And then we're back to A minor for 2 times. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll play that slowly once. We now arrive at the chorus where we'll be playing the F, A minor, F, C, G, and C. The picking pattern continues on from the verse, except on the F we'll be playing it twice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then change to A minor, do it again twice. Hallelujah, F, Hallelujah, C, G. We then continue and repeat the back to the C, to the A minor, play that 2 times before we go into verse 2. We've covered verse 1 and chorus 1. The structure of the song is that you play a verse, then a chorus, then a verse, then a chorus, and it alternates like that until the very end, where you can play 2 choruses to end. The Jeff Buckley version has 5 verses in it, and the Leonard Cohen version has 6 verses in it. I hope you've enjoyed today's lesson. It's such a beautiful song. Spend some time developing the evenness of the notes between the fingers on your picking hand. And regards to the chords, just smooth chord changes. There's a couple of jumps in there when you go from the F to the G. So spend some time focusing on those to build them a little bit closer. Don't put your guitar away yet. Have a go at this lesson here. I will see you next time. Goodbye.